I allow myself to be my best self, to be creative and to let go. I allow myself to live an elevated life, to stay focused and clear, always moving towards a goal. I allow myself to let go and to learn to live and to grow. I allow myself time and space. I allow. I allow myself to feel, to express myself, and to use the talents that I possess. I allow myself to make love out of the things that are not love. I allow myself to be creative, live in the moment. I allow. I allow. Allow. I allow. I allow myself to be authentic, transparent, open, caring, and loving. I allow myself to let go, to be free, and to plant new seeds and live the best life right now. I allow the God power within me to express itself through art, through creativity. I allow myself to plant new seeds in the garden of life. I let go. Yes, 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 yes. I allow. And so it is. I am grateful. Grateful. I am honored. Honored to allow. Yes, to be here now. Yes, I allow. Yes, 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 yes. I allow. It's so important to get the concept of allowance. Some of us remember what it was like being young and receiving an allowance. The entire universe is made of energy. And it's actually made of all the same material. We look at things as being separate because that's the way we were taught, that things are separate. And we give things titles and names. We give them labels. And that creates the separation. which is important in the third dimension to realize there is separation so that we know what is and what is not. But on the grand scheme, on a universal cosmic level, everything is made of the same thing. When they found the atoms and they thought they had discovered the smallest things, they noticed that going around the atoms were these things called protons, like little planets going around the sun. And when they looked inside of these protons, there was nothing solid. It was just the little vortex of energy, almost like what you might call a tornado of swirling energy, but it was not solid. And at that time, it was realized that everything is made of vortices or vortexes of spinning, spiraling energy. The thing that differentiates things is the frequency. And the word frequency means frequently. How frequently does something happen? How frequently does a cycle or a rhythm happen? That's what frequency means. Some things are what we call low frequency. It does not mean bad. That is a misnomer. It just means that the density of it is different than the frequency that's high. You know, we kind of get into this good or bad, up or down, positive, negative. But in the universe, everything is made of the same stuff, just vibrating at different frequencies, different rates. Even on the periodic table, you'll notice that the light frequency is what makes up the density of that material. Those numbers at the bottom are based in light or based in vibration, based in frequency. We live in a frequency universe. Once you realize this, you realize that everything is available. It's all available. All possibilities are available right now. What would you like in your life? When you get your mind to be focused on a goal or an outcome, it actually is created in a different dimension, just on a different track. But it is there. You may not be there physically now at the place that you have desired to be. But if you stay focused and frequently visit the feeling of being there, frequently hear what it sounds like. Use your imagination. What will it sound like when you're there at your destination? Imagine what will it look like when you've reached your goal. When you do that over and over frequently every day, focusing on the goal, no matter what the reality is that you think you're dealing with at this particular time, if your mindset is passionately focused on an outcome, It will take you out. You will come out of the place that you are into that reality, into that new place, into that new dimension. But it may take time, and you must be patient. It may take 20 years. It may take 30 years. Depends on what it is. It may take 5 years. It may take 15 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 1 minute, down to right now. Everything is everything. Check out the Donny Hathaway song, Everything is Everything. He was telling us about ourselves. So when we get in the place of allowance, we realize that everything is already possible. We have to allow ourselves to think toward the thing, think of the thing as if we're there. Think from the thing. Think from the destination. Think from the goal. Allow yourself to be your best self. Allow yourself sometimes to even say no. Allow yourself to say yes to the things that work for you, things that are helping you, things that are assisting you, and allow yourself to say no to things that don't fit in your paradigm, things that don't fit in your journey, things that don't fit in your mindset. I'd like to welcome all of you here today. Today is a very, very special day. How many of you have done the math on today? And the way you do the math is you take the day. First, what month is it? So you say 12. So 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. It looks like that is a 16. Please check the math. This is how you figure out the vibration or the frequency of the day. It is the 12th month. So you say 1 plus 2. It's the 13th day. So plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. Are we getting a 16 out there? How many people are getting 16 by adding up the vibration of the day? And then you take the 1 plus 6 and add it together and you get 7. 7 is also a G. It is the 7th letter, G. You see on many of the corporations, this G is important. Many of the secret societies and sacred societies, the G is important. Even when we say the name God, it begins with a G. One of the largest car manufacturers in the world is GM. It's the reason why it's GM. G is when you're at the place of crystallizing your mindset, crystallizing your imagination, where you begin to allow yourself and give yourself grace and focus on your desire and crystallize it. This is the beginning of what's called Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness has to do with crystallizing on the G. G. You feel it go right to the top of your head. G. Up into what they call the crown chakra. G. So we're thankful for today. And today changes everything. Who is here for the first time? Let us know. If you're here for the first time, let us know that you're here for the first time and how you found out about us here at Elevation Time. Who is a veteran? How long have you been traveling with us, journeying with Elevation Time and Dr. B Serious? How long? Where did you find out about Elevation Time or Dr. B. Today is a day to be grateful. I am personally, emotionally moved and grateful and thankful for this day. Choose something to be grateful for today and crystallize that and allow yourself to be your best self and feel the feeling of being your best self, even though you may not physically feel it right now. You may not mentally or spiritually think you're there right now. Just use your imagination. I'd like to ask permission to share with you something today. Something that you might be able to use in your life. Something that you might be able to employ and allow to move you towards where you'd like to go. One of the things that is really helpful is knowing what possibly might be out there that's pulling you or holding you or shifting you or limiting you or deflecting you from reaching your goal. And a lot of that is in our own minds. For if you're new, go check out the series that we have on YouTube called The Enemy Within. I think that was a 6-part series? The greatest enemy is the one within. After a great period of challenge, I went back 30 years to September of 1996. September of 1996, my entire life changed in an instant. And when things are mysterious and they happen, outside of the regular mindset or knowledge, it's almost a challenge to explain a mystery. It's mysterious. So for the last 30 years, I have been still going through the phases of a mysterious adventure. And many of you have been through the same and still are going through it. When something is really profound, you never really get over it. You move through it. For 30 years, off and on, I've been attempting to write about it. Some of you have heard me talk a little about it. But 30 years ago, I became Dr. B Serious. Before that, I was just known as Dr. B. In the music business, I was Dr. B because I was the person that would come in and surgically produce or edit your track or create something as a music producer. And even before that, in the early 1990s, I became an herbalist. And they started calling me, it was a Korean man who started calling me Dr. B, Dr. B. Because I would come in and put together all kind of formulas because he had the raw herbs, you could pick them out. And he started saying, you're a doctor, you doctor. You look at what you use. You use a Paul Diaco and a cat's claw. You're a doctor if you know how to use that. So he started calling me Dr. B. But it wasn't till 1996 when I was given the name Dr. B Serious. And I'm at the point now where I'm about to reveal how all this came about. I know you have heard about it. Some of you have wondered. Folks ask me all the time, what is up with you, Dr. B? You're on some whole other level. You're not, you're different. And we all are. But to know how different you are is great. But you also need to know what could be holding you from being what you could be. I wrote a book. And I've been talking about writing this book hardcore for the last 7 years, but it started 30 years ago. Actually, it started way before that. It started in the 60s. So I have finally completed a chapter of the life of the one you call Dr. B Serious. It is not my life book that's coming. This is a book about the portion that relates directly to you. And as we do this each week, we're going to talk about this book in different ways. And the book is not out yet. It is being processed. And there will be announcements coming in the next couple weeks. So you'll know how and when and why you can be involved in something that can help shift and change your life. So for the first time, we're going to reveal the name and the cover of my first official worldwide release. What's eating you? Break free from mental, physical, and energetic parasites. The journey from opposition to liberation. This is exciting. It's emotional. It's deep. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be discussing things about this that came about writing it. Some folks say, well, Dr. B, what took so long? Oh, if you knew. There's some things that are so deep. It sounds like, all you had to do was, no, you have no idea all what I had to do and what went on putting out this material, this sacred material, this powerful material. The challenge was so great. There were so many forces and energies pulling. There were so many situations that came up writing this book. And we're going to talk about all of that. I would like to thank all of you for supporting the one they call Dr. B, for supporting Elevation Foundation for Abundant Life, for supporting yourself, for attempting to live a little more holistically. I'd like to thank everyone for making it to this year, to this time, to this place. We have just entered a very sacred space. A very sacred time. I'm not saying that other times are not. I'm saying this is different. And I know many of you may be feeling it. So I've written this book to help us through this time. So before we go a little deeper, I'd like to also let you know that some of you know that we'll be in Dallas. That's next Saturday. I'll be telling the real Christmas story, decoded. There is a codified Christmas story that is so important for each of us. Because if you knew this, you would be able to transform your life and everything and everyone around you. Some of you say, well, yeah, Dr. B, you gave the formula on, what was it? God power. Yes, I did. What we didn't know that the calendar, the stars, the sun and the moon, even the North Pole, the magnetic North Pole versus the physical North Pole was going to shift. Some of you are feeling this shift. Everything has changed. So even the formulation of how to find the true Christmas that happens for each of us, it has changed. At this event, which will be online, it will be virtual. It will also be physically in Dallas. I have never done a talk in Texas. Dallas is a special place. Even the name, I'm going to reveal what the name Dallas means and what it represents. These places were not just named names. They're all sacred geometry. They're all numerology. They're connected to stars. They're connected to events, and they're connected to you. And where you are on the planet is very important. The reason why we're doing this on the 20th, because the next day is the 21st. That is the solstice. Also, that same day. So in the morning, we're going to be doing the real Christmas story decoded. That's going to be a lecture that will be available to anyone online. That afternoon, we're going to do the core access experience. Some of you were at the ones that we've done here in Atlanta. Some folks were at the old foundation version of it, what we call the foundation balance in Los Angeles and in other places. But we're going to offer one of those, which is a 3 to 4 hour experience that changes and shifts everything. That will be in the afternoon. That will not be televised. You cannot record it. It's a powerful, I would say it's a experience that changes everything. And you'll go through it. You'll learn it. You'll be able to recall it. And this ceremony uses many, many, many different things. It uses music and sound and all of that to get you down into your core where you can now change your life. So you can get your tickets, get them because I understand they may be going fast. There's only so many people that can actually be in the place. So that's this Saturday coming up, not today, but next Saturday on the 20th. What's eating you? Today, if you made a list of what you feel is eating you, what is using your energy? What's limiting you? What do you feel is working against you? What's working for you? It's very important to audit your life and realize what are the challenges? What is the opposition? What's keeping me in this dimension that I'm in? And what dimension would I like to be in? What world would I like to create? What would I like to allow? How can I fold and magnetize and materialize the mindset that I have into reality? This book is going to tear the roof off of all of that. You see, I only create things that haven't been created. Musically, I create sounds and rhythms that haven't been created. Herbs and the potions and tonics that these hands create have never been created. I tap into what's flowing through. It's a flow. I'm in a flow state. I'd like to help each of us learn to do this. See, there's a lot of modeling and copying. Even with AI, it's basically scraping information. It's not original. It's been written already. And it's okay to use the AI as a tool, but for total creativity, you have to tell it. You have to prompt it. But your body is also intelligent and it must be prompted. Your mind must be prompted. What is the question? What would you like to know? It's the same thing. But in order to know what it is that we desire, we have to also know what it is we don't desire. It is important to audit yourself and know what are your agreeables and what are your non-negotiables. What's negotiable? What's non-negotiable? To move from opposition to liberation is key. To realize what is eating you, what's devouring you. See, it's an old statement. When I was young, this was the thing. They would say, what's eating him? What's eating you? It was like, what's wrong with you? What's the problem? Parasites. This book, we talk about parasites in ways. The parasites themselves were attempting to stop me from writing this book. They were forces and things, entities that were working against me releasing this information to the public. Even as we're finishing it up now, even as we're launching it and making it available to you, there are energies and this wind and there's storm because we're getting closer to being able to liberate our lives. So I wrote this book to help folks. You know, we talk about self-help books all the time, but the book has to get you to help yourself. The book is a guide. Books are guides. So this is kind of a self-help book, but it also is a story, a drama. It's a movie. Michael Beckwith from Agape. I am so honored that he asked to write the foreword to this book. And I want to thank him for all that he's done. And the other Michael Beckwiths and other people out there who are doing ministry work and, you know, who are into, you know, helping other people. But he called me after he read the first couple chapters. He says, Dr. B, this is deep. He says, this is a movie. He said, this is like this is a movie. He says, are you making a movie? I was like, that would be great. I wrote this book because I realized there was something that hadn't been said about parasitic energy. Something that folks, you know, we hear the words all the time, parasite, you got a parasite. Take this, you got a parasite. There's a whole nother level to this because there's parasites that you can't see. You can't touch them. They're not physical. They're energetic, cosmic. And when you begin to realize how deep this is now, when something that is unconscious becomes conscious, then you can begin to rewrite your script, because that's what it's going to take. This book is going to help you rewrite your story. So it's not just my story, it's our story. What's eating you? In this book, we go through a lot. We talk about nutrition. We talk about politics. We talk about the oppressive natures of things. We talk about all these prompts that have been put in your mind that you may not even know about. You might feel like, oh, I'm conscious. That itself could be a parasite. Language is one of the greatest parasites in the world. Language. How to speak into the universe what it is you truly would like to have. Because most of the words that you use in English don't even mean what you think they mean, because maybe you haven't done the etymology of the word, the pronunciation, the sound, the vibration of it, the cymatic frequency that it creates may not be what it is you truly desire, but this is the language that you use because this is what you were taught. So we're in the book, we're going to talk about that. How to change your language and change your life. We talk about music and sound and frequency. This book is written for people who are ready to make a huge change in their life. This is for individuals that feel stuck. They feel drained, overwhelmed. They feel not themselves. And they don't know why. Why am I not able to pull myself up and stay up? This book is for people who are dealing with reoccurring health issues. It comes and goes and comes and goes. Low energy, brain fog. Emotional turbulence. We're up and we're down. We're up and we're down. Let me tell you, I have been through so much emotional turbulence just writing this book over the last 30 years. And people say, well, is that why it took so long? Yes, because there were breakdowns and breakouts. Because that journey from opposition to liberation is deep. It's a journey we're on. Opposition, everything is connected to its opposite. This is so important to realize that if you can't have good without bad, you can't have up without down, you can't have back without forth, you can't have health without illness. They're all connected. It just depends on your angle. So this book, we're going to help you get a new angle and tap into your angles, your angels, your frequencies, your sacred mathematics, that is going to help you find your way on your treasure map. Then get that treasure, that gold that's right there, waiting for you to find. This is for anybody that senses that there's opposition, that there might be enemies out there trying to mess with me. And how to move into a place where they can't see you, they can't touch you. Folks are feeling opposition internally, externally. This book is for those who are seeking to be free, seeking to be loved and loved, to be wealthy, healthy, and wise. This book comes about at this time, and I realize now why it couldn't be written and it couldn't be finished until now. I tried to force it for years. I had so many people offering me publishing deals and Dr. B, your book. And I remember when I was chosen at the Forbidden Knowledge Awards as the spiritual leader of the year. They were like, oh man, now it's time for your book, man. You got to come up with a book now, man. You're going to blow up. Listen, sometimes you have to realize that the universe has a plan. And that plan may be different than your own mindset, your own ego. When you understand the power of polarity and how there's a place when you move into the middle, into a slip zone, where everything is working for you. Even our issues, challenges, pains, health challenges, they're all here to teach us. Dick Gregory used to always say, things like these major diseases are teachers. They teach you how to survive, how to live, and how to heal. And a lot of folks, we don't learn that because we rush off to this institution that we expect to heal us and help us. But many times they're only there because of the money. This thing is based on, commerce. If you don't have the money, then all of a sudden you may not be able to get any honey. It's deep. And a lot of folks, yeah, I'm writing a book too. I got AI writing a book. Well, then that's AI writing the book. That's not really you, and it's scraping information. But this is totally original. This is totally coming from the experiences that Dr. B has. And this book is for those interested in truly healing in a natural way, organically. Those who are really ready to tap into the subconscious and learn about how the subconscious really works, because most of the information out there in the subconscious is subpar. It's limited. A lot of the information that you receive on Google and even with AI, there's pieces missing because the piece that's missing is the spiritual. You can't just explain spirituality. It's a mystery. It's different for each person. You can't tell me or anyone else how spiritual they are and describe to them what spirituality is, because it's not describable. Metaphysics is something you cannot truly discover. You can't truly ever know it. You have to experience it. You can't explain it. And even when you explain it, it's changing. What spirituality is to be spiraling. It means to spiritual. A spiral is a shape that touches everything. We would like this book to go out and touch everything and change everybody. And you can do that. One thing can change everything. If you read the book, if you hear the book, if you apply the book is written in a sacred code. Blew my mind when it was coming out. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a code. Every page, every chapter, and the way it's written. I know I was getting help from 13 ancestors and 13 mentors. I knew it. Because as you read it, it's actually working on reprogramming, deprogramming your subconscious, your conscious, and the superconscious mind. Wow. This book is for those who are looking for personal transformation, who would like to shift and become aware of what's really happening. A lot of times we teachers attempt to teach, but we don't know all the time if we're reaching. So we got to move from teaching to reaching. See, first it was preaching. That's telling the people, you almost just forcing it down their throats and telling them just to go along. Then there was teaching, showing you how and why. Now we move into reaching. Reaching. And we move out of projection. Out of protection. Cancel, cut, delete, and clear. We move away from protection to projection. This book is a projection, and it's only one little piece of a whole picture. But some of you will read the book and you will realize, oh, wait a minute. Let me read that line again, because not everybody's going to read the same words the same way. Because who you are crystallizing your life the way that you would like to see it. Some of it's almost like a riddle. You're like, wait a minute, is this a code? Yes, it's full of codes. It's full of gifts. And it's for those who are seekers and reachers. This book is for high achievers, cultural creatives, leaders and visionaries who were ready to remove the internal blocks and elevate every area of life. Are you ready for that? This book will help you if you use it. Stay on a spiritual, expanding cycle. Spiritual means a spiral that is expanding. It's not staying the same. We're not doing the same things. We're not doing the same ceremonies and rituals that we did in the past, because the world just changed. The universe just changed. We got to shift. We are now right at the beginning of the end and at the end of the beginning. That's what this is. This is where we got to learn how to know when and how to know why and how to know how. And we can't always base it on the past. Some of that stuff is great. Looking at what the ancients did, some of that stuff that the ancients built, they didn't build yet. What do you mean, Dr. B? Do you realize that some of those ancient structures that you're seeing all over the world, that we in no way have the technology to build, and that are tens of thousands of years old and more? Who built those? We did. But wait a minute, but I'm here now. But if you realize that everything that ever happened is happening right now, and that ancient technology isn't now, all the ancient technology is here now. It's in us. You can use a computer to help computate, but we are the ultimate computer. We are the true, right, intelligence. It's not our artificial, it's organic. Our highest choice is that this book helps you unfold your intelligence, where you can tap into the slipstream of energy that's coming through us all. It's a reset. This is the Great Reset. This book is for people who are ready for self-empowerment in a different type of way, who are on a journey, who are looking for the tools, those tools that create power, purpose, and high potential. Is that you? Then stay tuned, because we'll be announcing within the next few weeks how you can get involved. No, you can't go now. And folks, so can we buy it today? It's being prepared. There is a process, and it has to be done a very special, sacred way. Today is the announcement that this book is complete. It was my highest choice today to share with you the cover. And as some of you have already said, the cover is deep. Let me see if I can blow it up a little bigger. Look at it. Some of you actually see the power in this book. Some of you see the information that is encoded in the cover. Do you see it? There's a whole code in the cover. How the cover came about is deep. How the name came about is deep. And Dick Gregory told me years ago, he said, Dr. B, you're going to have to take all that music and all that knowledge and all that creativity and really apply it. Otherwise, it's going to eat you alive. Your body, your immune system will eat you alive. What is an autoimmune system illness? It's when your own body is attacking itself. A lot of us are allergic to ourselves. We're allergic to our environment. We're allergic to plastic. We're allergic to plastic people. We're allergic to acting plastic and fake. We're allergic to lies. We're allergic to BS. We're allergic to trying to look at the past and trying to fix the past in the present. You can't. The past is there just to remind you of some things that you never would like to release or revisit unless it is something agreeable. Yes. Philly Cat's got it. You see that? There's code. It's actually really funny. It's really deep. That's why I say, God or the prime creator, whatever you want to call it, it's got to be a comedian. Because it's funny. We think that this is real. All this stuff is solid. It's just a mystical idea that we've created. Like we're like in a video game that we put ourselves in, but we don't remember we put ourselves in it. There's code in the book, in the title. The journey from opposition to liberation. Do you see what we're saying? From opposition, that's the things that are pulling, that you figure are pulling against you. That's what you might call the enemy or the negativity. There's a journey of moving from that place into liberation, where we become free. Break free. Break free from mental, physical, and energetic parasites. So this book is not just about the physical parasite bugs. We get deep into that now, but there's a spiritual or energetic or metaphysical side to this whole thing about parasites. And somebody told you, take this, you can kill them. This kills parasites. That is not a fact. That's a theory. You can get rid of some of them or remove them for a little while, but they're coming back because there's more of them than it is of us. So there is a whole situation in the universe that our perception is, maybe we're only able to perceive possibly 1% of the universe. The colors we see, what we smell, what we can feel, what we perceive may only be, we can't say how big because we don't know how big the actual spectrum is. How big is it? How small is it? And we want to look sometime at the enemy, and we don't realize that that enemy can empower you in your challenges, even health challenges. They can empower you. They can teach us. So in this book, we get deeper into a lot of those things. So this is for those of you who have had questions all your life about some things that have happened, and you feel something. You know something is off, but something is also on at the same time. So I'd like you to stay tuned and know that this is it. And that today you're in a special place because you're hearing about this announcement truly for the first time. I know you guys have heard me probably in the past talk about this for years. I'm writing a book. That was part of the problem. telling people I was writing a book. Did you know we need to learn how to shut up? I'm learning this. We keep telling people what we're about to do. And when you do that, the opposite of what you're about to do pops up too. And when you tell other people your business, then they give you an opinion, a sound, a word, or just an energy field that they create about what you just told them. Oh, Dr. B, I'm going to pray for you. God bless you. I don't know which God you're praying to, because it seems to be a lot of them. Because God, for most people, exists in their mind. They have a mindset of what is God and what is not God. So I'm not sure which one in your reality you're talking about. You're going to pray for me. Some folks are praying on you and using your energy, and they will take your idea that you gave them, and because you sent it out into the universe, it's traveling faster than light, faster than sound and light throughout the universe. And that idea that you just received, right? It wasn't even totally yours. It came from the universe. All ideas and all creativity is all happening at the same time. Everything in the universe is the same thing. It's about what we're allowing ourselves to be, and how we're allowing ourselves to be channels, how we're allowing ourselves to make choices. It's an allowance. So every time I told people for many years, I'm writing a book, it got harder and harder to write that book. This is when Dick Gregory said, we got to learn how to shut the F up. We talk too much. Talking, telling everybody everything, showing pictures. I'm at dinner and you're taking pictures with timestamps and, the GPS encoded in the picture. Now, I've got that turned off in the background. No, you don't, because you don't know how to turn it off. You think you do. You want to put everything on the internet. You want to tell everybody what you're doing. This is why a lot of folks are receiving nothing but opposition, because we were told to become too public and too transparent and tell everybody everything so we could have a few seconds of fame. This is a program. We are in a simulation. And if you're not careful, the simulation will eat you. What is eating you? Some of you realize that your phone has become a parasite. Your relationships, some of them are parasitic. Even the word love could be a parasite. Language. Parasites. It's also called opposition. How do you move from that? That's what the book helps us do. So I would like you to stay tuned and make sure that you hit the like button on this video. If you are moved, go to Instagram and follow us. We also are now on TikTok. We got a few things on TikTok. Go to elevationtime.com, elevationtime.com, and join the email list so you can get announcements. And there is a whole lot more to this than just the book. There's some things that are coming with the book that are going to be life-changing. So be ready. There is also a soundtrack for the book. A very deep, frequency-based soundtrack. So when the book arrives, you'll have choices. Life gives us choices. We are about to experience the solstice. The solstice is a very important event. There's two of them. There's the winter solstice and there's the summer solstice. This is when it looks like the sun stops. It looks like it's going further and further, towards the horizon as we move towards winter. Then on the 21st, between the 20th and the 21st, what happens is it looks like the sun begins to arise. That is the shortest day of the year, the solstice. Soul, sun. Soul is sun. Your soul is the sun. Your soul is light. Your soul is your solar plexus. That's where the bundle of nerves throughout your whole body comes together. The largest bundle of nerves is in your gut, in your what they call the third chakra. That is soul, the solar plexus. The sun is inside of us. The sun outside is only a representation of what's inside. As above, so below. The macrocosm is also the microcosm. So when the sun in the sky is going through these phases, when the moon is going through phases, when the stars and the sky and the magnetism of the planet and the light forces and the light beings are going through phases, so are we. And to learn these phases can actually change us so that we can become more of who we came here to be. So get prepared for this particular solstice, because this solstice marks the beginning of a sequence. Technically, the sequence started in the spring. We're going to talk about that in Dallas. This phase is the reset phase. Add up 2026. Come on, students, put on your thinking caps. 2026 adds up to what? Yes, I'll be in Dallas. People are asking while you're adding up, when will I be in Dallas? I'll be in Dallas next Saturday. Next Saturn Day. Saturn Day. Will you be there? If you can make it. It'll also be online. It's like, well, how do I find it? How do I get there? Well, you can hit that little symbol down there at the bottom and go there. I think I can even, let me do this. We could have created a QR code for this, couldn't we? Technology is deep once you learn how to use it. So let me give you and put this in the chat. That's how you get to the event. truthversusauthority.org. I'll be there, and it's hosted by Brother Roderick Martin. I call him the alien, the Martian. He talks about UFOs, conspiracies, and he has knowledge. I just want to say that he has some very special knowledge. He realized the time that we were in and that we needed to do this now. So that's Saturday, December 20th, 2025 in Dallas, Texas. I'll be doing the Real Christmas Story Decoded. That's a lecture that you can also attend virtually. And then that afternoon, we'll be doing the Core Access Experience live in Dallas. The Core Access Experience is a life-changing event using 7 different sacred modalities to go down in your subconscious, down in the basement of your life, and remove some of the things that have been blocking you. Folks who have done these before, they say their life changes. In fact, our number one, if you go to Instagram, there's a video of Dr. B guiding the folks through the end of this process outside. And you could see the wind blowing, and we're actually changing the wind. We're becoming airbenders, changing the frequency of everything. It's huge. The folks who have done this said they have never had a transformation like this ever. So this core access will not be virtual. The virtual part will be the lecture in the morning, the Real Christmas Story. So there's 2 events happening in one day. Also, there'll be a VIP dinner. And, you know, the highest choice is that we'll have some books by then. We're not sure. We'll have something that you will not get anywhere else. So that's this Saturday coming up. The next day is the solstice. Why is that important? Because this marks the shift in the beginning of what they call the reset. So, you know, folks been talking about the reset. The reset is coming. The reset is happening. The difference is the reset's not happening in the world, it's happening inside of us. We are being reset. That's why the past, we have to kind of put the past in its place and realize that it's not the present. It's not the gift of now. Those are just stories, but we can rewrite and recode them. If they're agreeable, it's great to bring them into now as memories. But if they're disagreeable, and if you notice when folks talk, they always start with the past and the problem. Most folks are problemaries. They 80% of their language is about the problem. Very seldom do we hear people talking about the solution. So if we could flip that, when we flip that, now we flip that. We speak 80% solutions, 20% problems. Try that this week. As we move into the solstice, your language is important. What you say, what you talk about, who you listen to, what you read, what you focus on, where you go, who you talk to, who you lay with, who you become, what you eat, what you drink is all a part of you choosing what type of reset would you like. Would you like to be reset and blast back to the past? Or would you like to create a new paradigm? That has to do with every part of your life. This week, don't use polyester. Do nothing fake. Don't wear anything fake. Don't drink anything fake. Watch out for plastics and chemicals in your food. Be careful of this plant-based stuff. A lot of it was built based in a plant and is made and it's got so many chemicals, genetically modified organisms to make you feel good, to make you feel like you're eating the real thing. Sometimes the real thing wouldn't be as poisonous as the plant-based fake thing. I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm just giving you some ideas of how you can reset yourself. The reset begins on the 21st of December. And I'm going to give you one more piece. 2026 adds up to a 10. I saw some folks writing 1. It's not a 1, it's a 10. Add it up again. Someone has programmed us to discount the 0 and to say that the zero is nothing. Why would it be a number if it's nothing? It's because zero is feminine. Zero is the creative. It gives birth to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zero has everything in it. It's not empty. Zero is the beginning of the deck. It's the beginning of everything. It used to be zero. The first note of music was ura or aura, the black original. Boo. 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 Boo is the black original. All things start as boo. All things start as zero. It's everything. It's feminine. In the past, there was a war on the feminine. The clothes, the shoes, the look, the definition. They even cut down most of the feminine fruit-bearing trees in North America on public land. And they even convinced many people in the public to cut down their fruit trees because of the flies and the rats and the rodents, and it's bad. So now you got to run to the store so they could give you some fruit that you could be growing. Why would they do that? Because there was a war on the feminine. That changes in 2026. It's 1 and 0. Zero is everything. It's ultimate pure creativity. 1 is the beginning of the march. It's the beginning of the March of Dimes. They even used to have a program called the March of Dimes. It was code. They used to ask you to give 10 cents at the cash register. They had a little boy with crutches, and they said he had cerebral palsy or something, cerebral palsy or something. And then the boy never got a dime. They used his picture. They paid him acting. What do they mean by the March of Dimes? What are dimes? This is a dime coming up. Dime. Take those letters, break them down, and look at them. What is D? What's the numerical value of D? What's the numerical value of I? What's the numerical value of M? What is the numerical value of 5? What do these number letters mean? It's a code. We're hitting the dime, y'all. We're dropping a dime. How many of y'all would like to drop a dime? We're dropping a dime. This book, What's Eating You, is about dropping a dime. I'm going to drop a dime, man. Man, they dropped a dime on him. Man, what? Yeah, we about to drop a dime. We're dropping a dime. We're giving birth to the dime. We're also giving birth to the Chinese year of the fire horse. What's that all about, Doc? Do your research. This is the reset. So we're saying, let's get ready and not wait till it happens. Let's start now. Start cleansing and detoxifying now. Start doing your rituals and ceremonies now. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop waiting to be pulled out. We must do that ourselves. Are you ready? So, those of you who are ready to detoxify and cleanse, our elevated total body program is on sale again. We're involved in our last sale of 2025. So there's a sale on the products on the website. And you can use the discount code. And that discount code is book1. The word book and the number 1. The number. There we go. Number 1. So you can use the sale and get a discount 15% up until Sunday at midnight. Now, if you're a member, then you automatically get 10% off of everything on the website. You have a choice between the total body program and the elevated total body. The total body does deal with systemic parasites. It's very good for parasites throughout the system. It's not just the ones in the colon. We're dealing energetically with parasites that will only respond to essential oils and flower essences and magnetic resonance and light frequencies and sound and even micronutrients and M state elements. This is what we're using. That's why we're able to deal with these parasites that are on many levels and in many dimensions. But if you'd like to go deeper and deal with the spiritual parasites and deal with the superbugs like toxoplasma, the one that is we talk about this deep in the book about toxoplasma. When you find out about toxoplasma and how deep this is, some of it we can't even say on the air. It's that deep. What toxoplasma is truly all about and how up to 70% of the people or more have this. So these are for parasites that have been, created during germ warfare. Biological warfare is on right now. It's happening. It's not just the chemtrails. In fact, the chemtrails is almost like a deterrent. So you look up and, oh my God, the chemtrails. So you become fearful. So your immune system drops because you're afraid of something that you don't even know what it is. You just heard about it because it was on a post. It was in the internet. When there are things deeper than chemtrails. Things that are deeper than what you can see in your eyes, with your eyes, and smell with your nose and taste with your tongues. So if you're ready to go really deep, then we have the elevated total body program for those who are really, really ready to step in. And some of y'all have actually done it, and it's life-changing. Passion Elixir. This is the time to be passionate about your life and get out of other people's lives and stop asking other people, hoping that they're going to be passionate about your idea. Most likely, they're not. You must become passionate about your life and be able to focus your energy on what you desire, because mass distraction is at its highest level right now. Some folks want to get that pineal right. This is the time to get that pineal so that it's vibrating correctly to help what you call decalcify it and to turn it on so that that first eye can actually move you into places, because that first eye can see beyond the dimension that we know of. It can see into other spectrums. Do you have any idea what is holding your pineal back? It's the heavy metals. It's the telomeres that have been broken and destroyed and reprogrammed. And there's DNA that has been replaced to keep us subservient and to keep us in chronic servitude and to keep us in chronic, victim mode. All that's changing. The gate is open. A lot of times the sheep don't even know the gate is open. They don't know that the snow and the wind broke the gate. They have been caught in this chamber, in this corral so long that they don't know. So how many of us are sheeple? who've been inside the corral and don't even know that the gate is down. Platinum monatomic elixir. Heaven on earth for your nervous systems to help you relax. The Master Reserve tonic. Spiritual protection, y'all. Seal up your auric field. Seal it up because folks are opening up your auric field every day. As soon as you turn on your phone and start scrolling, your auric field is broken. It puts holes in it. So you need something that's going to help protect your auric field, not just the EMFs. Your auric field is being torn apart if you are using these devices all the time and you don't take a break and ground and walk and lay outside on the ground naked under the moon. Yeah, you heard what I said. An X factor for those viruses, those retroviruses. What we were given in the last few years was retroviruses. That means they can be turned off or on. Whether you did took the jab or not, doesn't make any difference. X factor, help you deal with those unknown things that could be holding you back. I'd like to thank all of you. Are you ready to deal with what's eating you? Are you ready to go tell it on the mountain? You'll also be able to buy, several books. We're going to have a special offer so that you can give them out as gifts. Somebody asked me, well, Dr. B, what if I don't read it? I just have it. Just having a book is reading it. It is only your limited mindset that thinks that you have to open it up and actually read the pages. This is why when I moved from Los Angeles not too long ago, I had all these books in one bookshelf that was all about the disagreeable natures of the world. All the hidden secret societies and the black of the gray beings and the big head suckers and all about this disagreeable stuff. I had a whole bookshelf. And I decided to give all those books away because I'm reading, you're reading, we're reading everything just by having a book. What is in your bookshelf, y'all? You need to go and do a little bit of, research. What are you having in your life? Who are you hanging with? Do some organizing and figure out what you're going to take into the new world. So we're going to be talking about this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do a broadcast next week. It may be on a different day. So make sure you're on the email list. In fact, it probably will have to, because on Saturday I will be, in Dallas doing this event. So I'll pick another day so that we can talk about this book. We're going to go each week and talk more about this book. At times, I'll even read you little pieces of the book. We're going to create groups of people who will actually like to be a part of what we're building. Choose yourself. Choose yourself right now. Let's begin to go deeper into what's eating you. We will announce when the book will be up for pre-sale and when the book will be totally for sale. That's coming soon. I'd like to thank you for your mindset, for your, patience as we learn together. I'd like to thank all of you for being here and helping to support this journey and helping to support what we're all doing right now as we move into the reset. This is the big one, y'all, because the fire horse is about holding on. Otherwise, it'll throw you off. The new time is here. There's no more waiting. We're going to be talking soon about what 2027 means too, and why 2026 is so important, and why 2025 was like a hurricane, a storm, but also for some of us, the sun came out. For all of you who are ready to move through the storm and figure out how to move away from what's eating us. Once again, I'd like to thank you. The book is What's Eating You? The Journey from Opposition to Liberation. Break free from mental, physical, and energetic parasites. The new book written by Dr. B will be out soon. Make sure you go to Elevation Time, get on the email list, Follow us on Instagram. Also follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Please get on that email list, the newsletter list, so that you can get some of the special offers that are coming. So for this weekend, up until Sunday at midnight, you get 15% off by using the code. The code is book1, book the number 1. Thank you very much. I'd like you all to travel light. And remember, allow yourself to be your best self. Allow yourself to move away from opposition. Allow yourself to see something different, something new. Allow yourself to tap into the universe. I will see you all this coming Saturday in Dallas or online virtually. And also stay tuned for more information about the book, What's Eating You. I love you. Love yourself as much as I love you. Travel light.
I allow myself to be my best self. To be creative. And to let go. I allow myself to live an elevated life, to stay focused and clear, always moving towards a goal. I allow myself to let go